Hello everybody, here is DNA English and welcome to another video from 7 Grand Steps. So, once again we're going to continue with one of our daughters, named Masreya, and we will try to ascend once again. A few days before Masreya's celebration of womanhood, a friend of the family called her to an intimate discussion of template. As a girl, you are your parents' property. As a woman, your husband will think to own you. What is your true value? I am worth the wealth I acquire in my life, Masreya asserted greedily. The woman forced an empty smile and left her. So this is the corrupt, right? No. Okay. So we have a C plus, a B, and a C minus. So we have no merchants, but we can ascend. I'm going to use one of the 3D coins to ascend and see no one is available for marriage. And one of my neighbors already married. And I cannot even descend, so I think that I've lost with this particular one. If I cannot create a son on my own, as it once happened before. Oh, I went too far. But I can get back. So now we have a coin on mathematics. Okay. We are going to use divine rule. Take that gold B. Now if I can take the one from quartz, and I will. Okay, then city state. And now back. Treaties. Okay. Now I also need one here. It is possible that everyone has married. The storyteller captivated a dozen wealthy men and women. Masreya wanted to throttle her. She wasn't telling it right. It was about the god who kept charm changing from animal to animal for their unique pleasures until the god couldn't remember its original form or gender. The woman The woman's story had different animals from those in the story of her childhood. Desiree quieted the room. Fortunately, before leaving the house in anger, she remembered it was her home. She later apologized for his guests. So nothing happened, really. Now, let's try and take the one here. Treaty. Scribes were required to make regular tithes to the temples, gratitude for the source of their skill. Mesrea regarded the time lost worse than the money tightened. She arrived one day when criminals were paraded before the divine statue and punished relentlessly. Once the men had hauled stones for builders, they had jointly cursed the gods of their labors. Mesrea ignored the men of lowly birth. She said her prayers and paid for appointed sacrifice. Fewer men were marched back out to the courtyard. Now let's take on some city states. Okay, so now no men remained available for marriage. A woman working among men offended at least as many upper class women as it did men. Mesrea wondered when dotage struck, what would she remain a maiden? A marriage was arranged for her. She took destiny in her hands and accepted whatever she could not control. Her work began her groom, or she chose once again. No, a marriage was arranged for her. Okay. She considered it merely uh, an increase in her workload. So now let's see if we can get to that man and marry. Sorry, I picked the wrong thing once again. Okay, maybe he will marry her. No. And let's hope that I can get to him in time. Theater, I don't have a theater coin. This is so bad. And now will I lose 3 keys? This is so bad. I don't have a merchant's coin. What's the meaning of all this? So now let's take 3 keys. Of course we were unable to get what we need. But luckily for us, no one was able to get there before us. Now I will use a mathematics coin. So, come on. Theater, once again, we don't have a theater coin. And we don't have an astronomy coin. So I will rise once again with 3 keys. Take another, well, not a golden lead apparently, because I'm unable to get it. I will go back and work with this man. You get a divine rule coin. It's not exactly what we wanted, but this is what we get, so I will use a rising coin. He's moving way too fast, as I cannot get to him in time. This is so bad. I cannot get there. I cannot get there. Merchant is a small advancement. So I'll go with writing. Come on. At this stage, I'm not sure that I can actually get any kills. And once again, it goes on to theater, which I don't have. So I'll have to move with mathematics. Whoops, something happened. Wait, what's that? Well, whatever happened, I was unable to read it. And now I will probably have it. Okay, but Rhea passed away without an heir. Continue from untired siblings. A few days before Jamila's celebration of womanhood, a friend of the family called her to an intimate discussion. As a girl, you are your parents' property. As a woman, your husband will think to own you. What is your true value? Jamila declared that she was priceless. The family friend lectured. A woman for whom none can afford necessity will perish. Is this one the corrupt? Well, but there is some love there. Maybe we will get engaged and married with this one. Usi is available for marriage. You see, Jamila has recoiled at her father's suggestion. What? Marry a man who works with their hands? She es- escapes to tell Usi, no, no. Those who smell of ditch dirt and rancid fat may be blessed by the gods, but I want to run my fingers through hair combed with amber, kiss fingers without blisters, and raise our children to strive higher. You see, pushed Jamila suddenly. Leave before my parents hear you. They think the same, but I would rather bed an erased worker than touch the feathered flesh of idleness. Well, this is not the best option. And now I cannot get to him. So I will advance with astronomy, as this is my best option. The one that loved us, married, and now we cannot even work. I will use this point to advance a bit. Okay. Now this one proposed to us. Most men asked Jamila to marry him. Jamila had recoiled at her father's suggestion. What? A man who works with their hands? She escaped to tell Mossman. No, no, those who smell of ditch dirt and rancid fat may be blessed by the gods, but I want to run my fingers through comb hair with amber, kiss fingers without blisters, and raise our children to strives higher. But I will accept. Jamila just smiled. They married with her parents' wealth. Jamila would siphon Moss's wealth into her own coffins during years while fulfilling Moss's fantasy. So, not the best option, but at least we can now have an heir. So, he loves us, but we don't. So, we will use this conscript coin. Then, we will advance to not with 2 ports, not to divine rule. We will advance both of them. We will advance him with conscript, and we will advance her with harvest. Then We will use harbor with her, or port, or whatever it's called. Then we will set him back to work with her, his wife. We'll use some coin and another daughter. Great. It's lost. We will advance her with divine rule. Okay. And we will advance him with port again. Okay. Now, with him we will use merchant. Take the golden bead. And with her we will use conscripts. Get the conscript. Great. Okay, we will send her back to work with one of her neighbors. And we will send him back as well to work with one of his neighbors as well. Now, we will use writing on him. Take the blue. And then we will we'll send her to work again. I really hope that she will be able to spawn. No, not what we needed. I wanted her to spawn on after that, or this one. But no, she was unable to get that. So I will send her to collect the blue bead from astronomy. Okay, and I will send him to take the bead from conscript. Okay. So the golden bead was lost, but someone worked with us. Okay, we will advance her only one space, take the blue bead, and we will send him one step back to work with another neighbor. Okay. Children Tanisha and Lapis share a youth's adventure protecting and helping each other. Great. We will advance. So we have 2 divine rule coins. That's exactly how much we need. So we will advance him with a divine rule coin. Don't get much out of it, but still. And we will advance her with theater. Okay, the golden bead was lost. Someone works with us. Provides us. The children of Tanisha followed Lapis wherever she went all day. Great. So we will use her to collect half of the blue bead from writing. And we will actually send him to work with the neighbors again. Produce a mathematics coin. Great, someone works with us as well. Okay. So I need to take the beat from city states, and I will advance her to city states, and then I will advance him to theater. Okay. If no one takes the city state, never mind. City state 3 has been lost. Okay. We will use the kids work together again. So we will use him on writing. We will use her on city states to take half of the golden bead. This is the best option that we have. Okay, legend. To wage war, the high priests commanded great sacrifice of valuables from the wealthy. The lower classes were themselves sacrificed. Jamila feared the conscription not of her children but of her wealth. Everyone feared for their lives when the enemy troops heaved their way through soldiers defending gates. Jamila joined the other elite voices and begged the priests to surrender. The priests ordered their dismiss and their parts flanked at the enemies. The extra supplies were insufficient and the enemy retreated back to their city. Okay, so something happened, but oh, apparently we perished with her. Okay, this is not the best outcome possible, but we'll have to deal with that. Because now we'll have to work with him to collect for both. The child, Tanisha, gave a handmade gift to Lapis, who always praised her. So both of our daughters completely work with each other. I don't think that we will succeed with this one. That's what we need. So I will take the golden bead from writing. The golden bead from conscript has been taken. Then we will take the blue bead from merchant. Half of the blue bead. Okay, we will take, once again the kids work together, we will take the golden bead from theater. The children Tanisha and Lapis streak away from home. They return dirty, tired, hungry, and proud. Okay. Now we have to make a decision. I will go back and work with that neighbor, even if that takes us all the way back. And we might as well perish at this point, but we'll see. Depending on how much the wheel will turn. You know, the wheel has been merciful enough to not take us to the end, but now we will have to advance with either mathematician or merchant. We will use a merchant point. The weird part is that our sister that perished without having a heir did not have us at all. And there were no problems between them, right? as uh, as long as I recall, at least. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, but yeah, it is what it is. The children Lapis and Tanisha share the youth's adventure, protecting and helping each other. Great. We will go back and work with still neighbors. Produce a theater coin. Okay. And I think that this is it. We will have to send Tanisha into adulthood. A few days before Tanisha's celebration of womanhood, a friend of the family called her to an intimate discussion. As a girl, you are your parents' property. As a woman, your husband will think to own you. What is your true value? I am worth the wealth I acquire in my life. Tanisha asserted greedily. The woman forced an empty smile and left her. So we know this is not a corrupt, maybe tyrant. Okay. Oh, but someone loves us. So let's see if we can get to them. Sharha is available for marriage. Tanisha has recoiled at her father's suggestion. What? Marry a man who works with their hands? She escaped to tell Jarha, no, no, those who smell of ditch dirt and wretched fat may be blessed by the gods, but I want to run my fingers through hair combed with amber, kiss fingers without blisters, and raise our children to strive higher. Jarha just smiled. They married with his parents' wealth. Jarha would siphon Tanisha's wealth into his coffins during their years while fulfilling Tanisha's fantasy. Great, great. So someone actually married in love. So we were the ones who said, "Oh, a poor husband." No, but then we were like, "Okay, maybe we had a change of heart or something. I don't know." So we will send him to work with one of the neighbors. This is the best that we can do. We need to advance to the best of our abilities, so we will advance him with a theater coin and her with a mathematics or astronomy. No, we will advance her with a theater coin. And then we will advance him with an astronomy, as mathematics will be very poorly. So we have a boy that's been born. Great. Now, one of them will advance with mathematics and the other will advance with theater. So we will advance her with theater once again. Okay, something happened. A high flood entered the city. Tradesmen and workers swarmed to find higher ground. The temple's district where Tanisha's family lived had been rebuilt atop previous structure. Incidents with warrior who guarded the district left bodies drifting. Water seemed to crash as if the river god herself respected its sanctity. Tanisha concerned herself with protecting physical records. To access most important vaults, she had to break sanctified seals. The water receded quickly, making her efforts foolish. The other scribes worried Tanisha had been cursed. Great, 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 great. And then let's see, we will use him. to advance with only mathematics. Great. So we lost a lot of golden beads, which is not good. Then we will send her with astronomy to collect golden beads, and we will send him with either mathematics, which is half, but definitely half a golden bead. It is that. So soon we will uplift. Okay. I will send her up with a city-state warning. And then I will provide him with an astronomy coin to collect the blue bead. And this should be enough to uplift. Great. Bribes and offerings eventually paid off. Tanisha was appointed regent over the city's agriculture. Working for the city was considered a privilege. Administrators volunteered their time, but fewer ever became ruler. Her decision would determine the length of appointment. Tanisha sought opportunities to acquire duties of other regions. So we already know all this. We received some coins. And now we will do a heroic deed. Great. We have been able to upgrade, which is great. Now, we can take 2 golden beads. So I will send her with harbor. Okay, now we have to decide. Okay. So I will actually require bribes. Then I will buy. So we have how many idle workers? Idle workers 75. Okay, so I'm going to buy 15 fields. I'm going to send the workers to work those fields, and I will offer, no, not all the grains, I will offer many grains. Great. Oh, and I will actually use a conscript coin to send him to collect the other golden beans. Great. Now I will send him to work with his wife. Another boy was born, and then I will use a divine rule coin to acquire the golden. Alright. Okay, so I will only buy 3 fields. Okay. I said okay. Then I will send the workers to work those 3 fields. I will offer some granaries. Okay. People have to go on their own for now. So now I can take a golden bead. So now I will send her back to work with her husband. Let's see what happens here. Tanisha enjoys the respect of other administrators. Great. I will only buy once again. Okay. I will make them work those fields. And then I will offer partially. Okay. Great. He will advance with 3 Ds. Take that golden bead. Okay. So 2 of our neighbors will parry. Oh, 1. Because the other was saved. Great. Now, I will have to move him with conscript to collect the golden bead. And then I will actually send her a few steps back to work with another neighbor and acquire 1 coin with 50. Corruption makes trouble. Okay. So now we can actually purchase. And once again we will purchase 15 fields. We will make the others workers work those fields, and we will keep only a small portion of the granaries. Okay, then we will not start working with arcade for now, only in the future. So I think that one of them, yeah, this was exactly what happened. Now we will send him to work with another neighbor, produce 1 point, and we will actually advance her to take half a golden bead from Harvard. Okay. Tanisha commanded great loyalty from the other administrators. Great. Once again, 3 fields will be bought. Then we will make the workers work all the fields that we own. We will offer some grains, and that will be for that particular day. 2 of our neighbors decide to work with us, which is great. Now we will send him back to work with his wife and one of the neighbors. Another boy is born, great. And now with him, we will advance him with Divine Rule. We will advance her, sorry, with Divine Rule. It's not the best option, but we have most coins of the Divine Rule. So once again, buy 3 fields. Okay. Then make the workers work those fields. Offer some granaries. Okay. Once again, none of the coins have reached that. And once again, another neighbor has perished. So now we will send her back. Okay. We have now 9 coins. Many of them. So let's see. Once again, 3 fields will be purchased. Okay, then we will make the workers work and offer more than half the grains that we own to the public. Okay, now we have plenty of coins, but I'm going to use an astronomy coin. Take the blue piece there, and now we will start to teach our kids. We will school them. So this is cool. Okay. Now we will move both the parents with conscript, as I want to teach the kids divine rule. Okay, so we have almost every grain replenished. I'll buy 10 fields this turn. Then I will make the workers work those fields. And I will offer to the people these many grains. Okay, then I will advance him with divine rule actually. Okay, then we will teach every kid divine rule. So okay, someone worked with that, produced the treaty coin, and that's exactly what we need. So we will send him back to work with one of the neighbors, and we will use the treaties coin to take a golden seed with her. Okay. So now we will only buy 3 or 5. 5. 5. Then we will make the workers work all those fields, and we will offer some grains to the public. Okay. And we will teach. I think that schooling will be the best idea. So schooling it will be. The weird part is that none of our boys actually interact with each other. And I don't know why that's happening. So we will send her back to work her husband. Another boy is born, which is great. So now we are going to buy once again 5 fields. We are going to plant those fields, and then we are going to offer to the public a portion of the granaries that we own. Okay. And the kids should this time learn treaties. Fun. Oh, I didn't move him. Well, the more you learn. And now I want to use mathematics with him. Take the blue bead again. now we are moving to heroic deeds. Okay. Once again, the population of the city threatened to outstrip urban development. Tanisha was given additional duties regarding the formation of a colony. Tanisha decided to claim that she had too many duties already. Tanisha required the role of recruiting immigrants. Tanisha required the role of scouting the location. Tanisha requested the role of organizing supplements and to establish the colony. Okay. They agreed that she would arrange supplies for the migration and initial establishment. Wooden shovels, sandals, goats, pigs, donkeys, donkey carts, pottery wheels, magic charms, beer, jugs of fruit, weapons, seeds, plows, copper, ingots, frogging tools, rope, clothes, and rough, sharp wooden were smattering of the supplies required. Tanisha spent funds hiring scribes to organize each type of good. Tanisha works directly with nearly 100 vendors to obtain supplies. Tanisha worked with merchants who handle the detail for a price. Tanisha smicked as many resources as she could for an effort to fill her angler. Okay, Tanisha was caught. She had to give up all official powers to bribe officials from executing her. So, who went down again? Oh, okay, so we will have to leave it there. We will teach our kids. Oh, we will work with her a bit. So I have no luck with these characters lately. So we will teach our kids city-state affairs. Okay. The child Hamadi stole fruit from Judah, screaming, "That's mine!" Well, I offered all of them the same treatment, so I'm unaware why that's happening, but we will send him to collect really that many beads. Anyway, we will advance her with. Let's see what advancement is the best. We'll advance her with conscript or conscript. Conscript. Okay, we will offer the kids the divine rule point, as I wanted them to be able to rule at some point. Okay. So with him actually we will take schooling first. The schooling beat first. Then we will advance her with harbor. Okay, we will just take some beads. So with her we will take the bead, golden bead from treaties. With him we will take the golden bead from astronomy. And now with her we will take the golden bead from harbor. And with him we will take the bead from we will take the bead from writing. Writing? Writing. I think that we can still work one turn. Great. So this turn we will just send him back to work for one last round, and we will just send her to collect the blue bead from the divine rule space. So next time we will try and work with Judach, and hopefully he will actually be able to keep ascend and also keep the social position, because on this particular turn we had no chance of actually getting to the position that we wanted. So then this will be all for today. I have been DNA in Games. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment and I'll see you on the next one. But until then, have a great day. Bye.